Don't know about you, but in our church and at Bangor worldwide, we find it really difficult to connect and encourage and engage with young adults. And that's why we want to work together with you as local clergy and local churches to put on something for young adults to be able to come together, to gather together, to connect to each other, to worship God together, to hear from His Word and to hear what God is doing around the world. In lots of our churches, there's not loads of young adults around. It's a hard church to gather together quite often because there's a diversity of being at different places in terms of their life. So we want to gather many young adults from lots of different churches together under the umbrella of Bangor worldwide to encourage them, to offer them a place to connect with others in other churches, to hear God's Word, to worship Him, to hear what He's doing around the world, and even to consider God's call on their lives. So we're launching a once a month gathering on the first Sunday of each month for young adults. We've already had our first one as a trial just last Sunday, and it's great to see around 50 young adults from 10 or 11 different local churches gathered together. Really encouraging to see new friendships beginning and people being really encouraged at the evening they had. So we're going to continue these throughout December, January and February, the first Sunday of each month. It begins at 8 o'clock for arrival, and there's going to be tea, toast and treats, and then at 8:30 we will go into the larger hall for a time of worship and to hear from God's Word and to hear people witness of what God is doing around the world. So we'd love you as local clergy to pass this on to the young adults in your church. If there's somebody who's overseeing that, pass it on to them, pass our contacts on to us. And we're not looking you to send hordes of young adults. 2 or 3 from each church, 4 or 5 would be brilliant. And we want to encourage them. We want to see them go back into their churches encouraged, to see that there's other young adults in other churches, and to see God raise up a generation who are passionate about Him, passionate about local church, and passionate about world mission.